In this video, we are going to look at how we can differentiate fractions. So, derivative of fractions. We have some basic fractions here. So, let's see how best we can find their derivatives or to differentiate them. Now, the first one we have here is y equals to 2 over x. Now, to differentiate this function, there was the need to move the x from down here to the up. Now remember, whenever you are moving a variable from denominator side to the numerator side, the exponent of that particular variable has to change its sign. So in this case, we have the x to be in exponent of 1. So as it is moving from the denominator side to the numerator side, the exponent of 1 would change to exponent of negative 1. So this is how it is going to be. So y is equal to 2x to the power 1. Now we are now going to differentiate y with respect to x. Now in doing so, the exponent negative 1 has to multiply the coefficients of x. So dy dx is equal to negative 1 times 2 gives us negative 2x. Now the x here, which is negative 1, its derivative has to reduce by negative 1. So negative 1 minus 1 will give us negative 2. So this is going to be negative 2. Alright, so this is correct. But if you want to write this one in a fraction form, then we also have to move the x to the power negative 2 to the denominator side, and the sign also has to change. So dy dx is equal to negative 2 all over x to the power 2. So when it was a numerator, it was negative 2. The moment it moves down here, the sign have changed from negative to positive. Good. Now let's look at another question here. Y equals to negative 3x squared over x to the power 4. So once again, we are going to move this x from denominator side to become a numerator, and the sign of the exponent 4 will change from positive to negative. So we have our function y equals to negative 3x squared multiplying x to the power negative 4. So the moment x to the power 4 moves from the denominator side to the numerator side, the sign of positive 4 will change to negative 4. Now let's remind ourselves of basic identities or basic things in the indices. Now in indices, when you have two bases which are the same and they are multiplying, their exponents will be added. So we have a to the power m multiplying a to the power n. We could see that the bases are the same. Okay, so we add the exponent. So that's going to be a to the power m plus n. So we are going to apply this on this one. So y is equal to negative 3. Now this x to the power 2 multiplying x to the power negative 4. So we add the exponent, what is negative 4 and 2. So 2 plus negative 4 will give us negative 2. Negative 2. So over here too, this is the main function. We are now going to differentiate. So dy dx is equal to, so once again we have to multiply the exponent, which is negative 2, by the coefficients of x, which is negative 3. Therefore, negative 2 times negative 3 will give us 6. And then you write your x. Now the exponent of this x is negative 2. And its derivative, we are going to reduce this negative 2 by 1. So that's going to be minus 1. So negative 2 minus 1 will give us negative 3. Negative 3 here. Correct. Now this is also correct. But if you want to write the derivative in a fraction form, then the negative exponent to the base x will move down to become a denominator. Then the sign negative 3 will change to positive. So dy dx is equal to 6 over x to the power 3. So this is how to find the derivatives of fractions.